Hello everybody, my name is Sharon George and today we'll be discussing a Java program related to the concept of classes and objects. Um, So the question says that I have to develop a menu-driven application to maintain the department details of a university using Java. Use constructors, getter and setter functions. Your application must contain the following functionalities. For each department, maintain the following details such as the department name, the HOD name, number of faculty, number of students and the number of programs. Get the department details from the user and in the menu give the user options to add, edit, delete or display the department details. The question is big, but it's really easy. I hope you'll understand the program once it is explained. So you have to create a class called department, and it's a menu-driven program. You have to give the user the option to add, edit, delete, or display, and certain details of the department will be maintained, and you can edit these details or add new information to the details. Um, so you begin by importing java.lang.star and then java.util.scanner. So this is the main public class, which I have named it as class depart. Now before coming on to the main function, the class containing the main function, I would like to go and explain the class which is created by us, which is the class department, because this is what we have created and we will be creating an object of this class in the main function, and then the whole program will take its flow. So before going on to that, I would like to explain this class. So class department contains 5 variables, that is string department name, string HOD name, integer type variable int no fac, int no stu and int no pgm. The first one is the department name, second is HOD name, the third one is number of faculties, fourth is number of students and the fifth one is number of programs. So I've created functions here, member functions. So the first member function is add. What add is going to do is it is going to allow the user to add details of the department. I've created an object called scan using the scanner function, and I ask the user to enter the department name. So the variable is department name is equal to scan.nextLine, and then I ask the user to enter the HOD name, the number of faculty, number of students and the number of programs, and the user will enter all these values using the object scan. I hope you understood this. Since department name is string, we are using scan.nextLine, and since number of faculty, number of students, these variables are integer, we are using scan.nextInt. I hope you understood this. The next one is the edit function, member function edit. Similarly, I've created a scanner object with the name S, and then I ask the user what element or what do you want to edit, and I display a menu there. So the first one is the department name, HOD name, number of students, number of faculty and number of programs, and then I create an integer variable choice and I take the input from the user. So the user will either enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that will be stored in the integer variable choice, and then I use the switch case passing the choice as the variable, and with every choice, I will define 5 cases since we have 5 choices. So case 1 will be if the user wants to edit the department name. So if the user wants to edit the department name, I would ask the user to enter the new department name, and then I would create a new string variable which I have named dn here, and I would store the new department name in that new string variable, and I would store and then I would assign this new department name to the variable old variable, that is the department name, that is the class data member. So in that case, the new name will be copied to the old variable, and this would be displayed at the end. Similarly, using the same concept, if the user wants to edit the HOD name, then I would store the new HOD name in the variable HOD, which is the new variable that I have created, and I would copy the value of this variable to the old HOD name variable. Using the same concept, I would ask the user to edit the number of students, number of faculty, number of programs, and if the user doesn't give any valid choice, then I would ask the user to enter a valid choice. So that is all about the edit function. Then I come on to the member function called delete. What if the user wants to delete certain data? Again, I create a scanner object S, and then I ask the user which data do you want to delete. I display the menu again, and then using the switch and then I store that choice in a variable of integer type choice, and then using switch case I would define 5 cases. For example, if the user wants to delete the department name, I would assign null value to the department name. Similarly, if HOD name is what the user wants to delete, then I would assign null value to HOD name, since these two are string variables and the rest 3 are integer variables, so I would assign the value 0. Now display. Coming on to the display function, here, for example, if I have deleted a particular value, then that should not be displayed. So if I had deleted, what I meant is if I had deleted, I assigned the value null to the string variables and 0 to the integer variables. So before displaying, I have to make sure that if the department name is not equal to null, then you display the department name. If it is null, that means it was deleted and therefore it should not be displayed. So that's the logic which I have used. If the HOD name is not equal to null, then you display the null. If the number of students is not equal to 0, display the number of students. And if the number of faculty not equal to 0, then display number of faculty, and number of programs is not equal to 0, display that. So this is the class department that we have created. Going on to the class which contains the main function, there we have created an object of this class department named D, and then I have created a character variable int ch. Now, since we had to make a menu-driven program, I've used do-while loop since so that the menu will be displayed at least once, and then in the menu I've given options to add, edit, delete, and display. Now, using the scanner object S and the switch case element, I would ask the user to enter the choice, and whatever choice will be entered, it will be passed into the switch case. If the choice is 1, then that means the user wants to add. So using the object D, I would call the add function. If it is edit, d.edit, d.delete if it is delete, and d.display. And if the user doesn't enter a valid choice, the user would be asked to enter a valid choice using the default statement. And then if the user wants to continue, he or she should press 1, or if he doesn't want to continue, he could press 0, and that's it. So I hope you understood the program. It's really easy, based purely on the concept of class, member data, and member functions. Let's just try to build and run this. Okay, so enter the choice. For example, if I want to add the data, the department name, let's give it as computer science. HOD name, whatever is your HOD's name. Enter the number of faculties, for example, 90. Number of students, 300. Number of programs, 40. These could be any random numbers. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. And I would like to try and go for a display. If I press 4, so you can see all the details are displayed. Department name, computer science, HOD name, number of students, everything as I entered. Yes, I want to continue. Now let me edit it. For example, if I want to edit this, so it is going to ask what data do you want to edit, and the menu is displayed. If I want to edit the department name, so I go for 1. Enter the new department name. I give it as information technology. Okay, so it is edited. Press 1. Now let me see if it is. So it was computer science before, now I edited it and the department name is information technology. So the edit function is working. Cool. Let's move on and check the delete function. I want to delete the data. What data do you want to delete? I want to delete the HOD name. So I go for 2. Yes, I want to continue. Now let's display and try. Okay, so the department name is information technology as I edited before. You can see till now HOD name was being displayed, but since I deleted that data, now it is not displayed. So I hope you understood this. It's a very interesting program simply based on class and objects. If you are clear with the concepts of member data, member functions, and calling the member functions using object, you could easily do it. I hope you understood. Thank you.